Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Raptor X Games, and today we are doing something different. This is going to be a special weekend upload. This is a new game, still in alpha development, as you can see on the screen, called Crosswind. And I've just gotten access to it using a creator program, and we're going to take a look at it today. So go ahead and click into this. Obviously this is an alpha build, so there very well may be bugs and performance issues and all that kind of stuff. It's got a basic character creator here where you can go through, one of the different presets if you'd like to start with one of those, or you can just start with something like this and kind of go through each of the different options. So you've got options as far as whether you want to be like more of an hourglass figure, more large and square, or more skinny. I'm probably just going to go somewhere around like right there. And you've got obviously the option between masculine or feminine to do with that. And then you've got options for skin detail as far as like what skin texture you wish to use for that. Then you've got the same options for head, nose, eyebrow, and ears. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of tweak things a little bit here until I've got something that I like. Let's go with that for the nose, and then eyebrows. Like that, and then ears. We'll go about there. Alright, we can change eye color. These are really especially dark, so like you could pick a dark blue and it's really dark. Same with the dark green sort of thing, so I've been kind of liking these lighter shades. We'll go with blue, I think. And then we'll go ahead and we'll grab a hair style. You do have a decent number of different options here. I'm probably going to go for something something kind of like that. And we'll go for either, there we go, we like a light red. Okay. And then we have the option of picking various different tattoos. So we can go with like a full face tattoo, or we can go with essentially nothing. And there's various different tattoo fields. You've got these for the back of the head sort of thing, and then options for chest and for back and for arms. And each of these can be toggled on or off, like so. Same for the legs. So you can just start with something like that, or actually, I did too wrong. There we go, like that, and maybe do. There we go. One on the let's do this one. I don't want too overpowering. There we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and confirm that one, and white spaces. Alright, so there is a co-op setting, but at this point I don't have anyone else that I know that actually has access to it, so I'm just going to play single player. Generating the world can take a little time, so I'm going to go ahead and pause, and I'll pick this back up once it's finished up with this. Alright, so I've got a little bit of sound cues from the background here, so there we go. So 17 something, the sea trembles from cannon rumbles and turns bloody red. Empires and pirates wage wars for power over the seas. The East India Company discovers a mysterious artifact and hires you to transport it from the Caribbean to London discreetly. Halfway to London, you wake up in the cabin of a merchant ship at night and realize that the artifact is missing. The merchant ship cabin. You wake to the clash of steel and sound of battle, your hand reaching instinctively for the artifact your life depends on. The parcel is gone. Still no sign of the parcel. You've been robbed. Someone will pay for this, but first find out what's causing that racket on deck. So I'm going to go ahead and hit 1 to equip our saber here. There we go. What are you doing here? I've been robbed. We're being boarded. Help the others fight off the pirates, otherwise no one will survive here. Alright. Press 2 to eat food. There we go, good. And we continue. There we go. Got them. Use right mouse button to block. There we go. Thank goodness. Alright, we got 5 bandages. I'm gonna need at least one of those. My health has hit bottom actually in the top right corner there, but tutorial, so we don't get killed. I've been tracking him since Tortuga, Mr. Ads. That jerk was always on the lookout. Not bad. This is exactly what we were looking for. Captain, the ship has been captured. With this thing, I'll be a force to be reckoned with, even for Blackbeard. Give the parcel back, damn it, before you get hurt. Who are you barking at, you dog meat? I will kill you. Try me. Boys, scoop up everything of value, shackle the survivors and throw them in the hold. Head for camp. Everyone gets a double share of the spoils today. Oh boy. Uh-oh. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the world. This one takes a little bit of time to load in as well, so I'm going to pause again here, and we'll pick up once we get ashore. Alright, there we go. So we've washed ashore in just our basic pirate uniform. We do have our, looks like a broken saber, a stack of 4 bandages, and a pirate pistol. So I'm going to go ahead and have a little run around here. We can build a bonfire by switching to construction mode with B. But we will need 5 lumber. And we've got a couple of journals. So let's see here. Need a bigger boat to chart the archipelago. Perhaps I'll find something or someone that can lead us back to civilization. I need to track the pirates who robbed me and reclaim the artifact that they stole. And it looks like we need to light a bonfire to establish a camp. Those from tatters, I need to fall to wild boars. Alright, so then we've got library. No challenges or collections of libraries so far. Our inventory. The map, which appears to be quite large at this point. And we've got a couple different discoveries so far. Foothills, fertile soil, and cursed swamp. So we should have all of these at some point. Alright, and it looks like we're starving as well, so we go ahead and just kind of run around here and grab some ingredients here. It looks like Crosswind uses a food system somewhat similar. Ooh, we've got a coconut. Somewhat similar to Valheim, in that you get buffs from food versus like starving to death if you don't have them, which could be very handy starting out here starving. Alright, we can just pick up the crabs. Come back here, you. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up as much. We've got dodos. Interesting. Can I... Oh, I can. Oh, goodness gracious. I can kill them. They can kill me, though, too. My goodness. The dodos are vicious. Oh, they're back. Wow. I did not expect them to be quite so violent. It might be because of the dodo egg. There we go. They're protecting their baby there. Alright, well, I don't know if we'll be able to eat that, or if that's going to be a... we can hatch it and get our own, or what? Let's see here, another stick. Wow, yeah, I was not prepared for them to be that that aggressive or that dangerous. Alright, we've got a couple coconuts, we've got a couple crab meats, we've got a couple dodo meats, which we got the hard way, and we've got a decent amount of lumber and stone. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with some base building. Not sure if I can open up those abalone and turn them into something useful or not. So, wow! Wow! Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a bandage on. And we're going to get started with this base construction. Let's go put it right there. Light a campfire for cooking. Press B, then right mouse button to select. We'll go for a little campfire here. There we go. And then let's go for a workbench as well, as I figure I'll probably need one of those to craft some things. I'm going to put this up here. And then I've actually got enough for an upgrade bench as well. Excellent. Alright. Stay in shelter for 10 seconds to receive the rested buff. The buff indicator can be seen in the bottom left corner. Use the bed in the shelter, press E to set the revival point. Alright, so there's our little shelter. We'll need some more lumber and some plant fiber. Alright. Alright. Ooh, dodo egg. Alright, let's not take that. It seems to piss him off. Alright. Oh, we should probably eat something as well, I suppose. Use item. There we go. Alright, so we've got a coconut. Let's actually go over here as well and see about cooking up some boiled crab. There we go. We've got 4. We'll go ahead and add those to the queue. And dodo broth. We've got several of those. 1 dodo egg, and we need some meat. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll cook up those to the queue as well. Those cook quite nicely. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll have... There we go, one of those. And we'll have a dodo broth as well. Alright, nice. So we've now got 5 bars of health. We're in a rest area, but we're going to need to build this shelter first. So let's go ahead and... Oh, goodness. We're going to need some more lumber. So let's go ahead and find some more sticks. Feel a little more confident that we'll be able to survive a dodo at this point. Lots of dodos, and that's a pig. We'll stay away from that, because I'm pretty sure he would kill me at this point if I've tied to a couple of dodos. There we go. We've got enough space now. Let's go ahead and we'll place that. And we'll set our respawn point. Alright, so we've got to stay in the shelter for 10 seconds to receive the rested buff. And we'll see that. There we go, in the bottom left. Alright, so we are now rested. Stamina recovery rate have been increased, and we've got more stamina segments. Alright. Fix clothes using the upgrade table. So we need some rough cloth. Alright. We make here at the workbench. There we go. Let's go ahead and make 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. I do like the crafting interface, the speed that it crafts at. Twin sailcloth bag. Need some rope. Looks like we're going to need a lot of plant fibers. Let's go ahead and make an axe. Don't have any nails yet. Torch. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll get into our inventory here. Oops, workbench. There we go. Take those. And I'm going to put this into slot 1. And we've got our rough cloth. We've got some shrub seeds. A little ways before that one expires. So, alright. Let's see what we need here for the torn sailcloth bag. We need a rope, for which we need 3 plant fiber. Alright. Let's see if we can get... There we go. Alright, plenty of plant fiber. Inventory's full now. 3 feathers. I doubt we'll need those right off the bat. Sold. Alright, we'll probably drop these then. There we go. Don't need those at this point. And we found on the beach. We'll just drop those as well. Actually, that had a use item. Let's do this. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we did find a pearl then. We can equip that. Small amount may come in handy elsewhere. Alright. and that can be sold as a to a merchant. All right. We're gonna need some more plant fiber. Let me come see, because I feel like we probably have. There we go. Yep, we've got some laying around over here still that we didn't quite get all of. There we go. And let's see. I'm sure I can probably. There we go. Timber! Alright. I love the fact that the tree falls over. There we go. And then you have to chop it up. There we go. Alright. Because not all games do that. Alright, so it looks like our rested bonus only lasts for about 5 minutes or so. So pop up here and already set. Good. I'm going to go ahead and get my rested bonus back here, because it seems like that does a decent amount. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and see about upgrading these. We still need more cloth. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of that. Actually, I'm going to make a rope first. There we go. And then we'll make a bag. There we go. And then we'll make as many as we can. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Alright. And then let's see. Rough hide and some copper ingots. Alright, so we won't be able to upgrade that quite yet, and we're gonna need a lot more cloth. It looks like the blue dodos are the ones that you've got to watch out for. The other ones look like they're kind of docile. They don't hurt you unless you attack them. So, alright, I've got 68 plant fiber now. It should get us a decent amount of cloth. Make 23. Let's go ahead and do that. Stone pickaxe, let's add that to the queue as well. And torches, let's go ahead and we'll add one of those to the queue also. I do very much like the crafting speed. Alright, let's look into our inventory here, and good, we've got our bag equipped. It gives us an extra 4 slots. Got a stat screen. Alright. Let's take a look at our discoveries. So we've got bacon and eggs and spicy breaded kebab, which gives us +5 strength, and this gives us +5 vitality. Alright. 15 minutes. And then we've got clothes, and we've got a bird hunt. Okay, so we can kill 20 of these and get a trophy dodo. Alright. Let's take all of these. There we go. And we'll see about getting our clothes back. There we go. Good. And upgrade that. And upgrade this. And that. And oh, we'll need one more. There we go, some lumber and some fiber. Excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5. I do very much like the crafting speed. It feels like a good speed, so that we're not waiting all day, but just enough time that it feels impactful. All right, let's take a look at our journal here. Find metal for a new weapon. All right. So we've got our pickaxe. I'm going to go ahead and move that. This to be going to slot 3 and that to slot 4. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll dig up some rock here. Let's get my stone. Lots of stone, but no copper at this point. Lots of dodo eggs. And we've got, what is this? Clay. Alright. Got some new discoveries with that. Alright, good. It looks like it's about to be nighttime as well, so I may want to see about getting myself a torch. We've got another food bar as well. Let me go ahead and we'll eat another coconut here. There we go. We've got maximum HP again. And torch. We're going to need a rough cloth. Alright. There we go. We'll go ahead and make up some rough cloth here. I do like that the tab both opens and closes. So I can hit tab here in the workbench and go right back out. I despise games where you actually have to reach up and hit the escape key to get out of any of these, so that's very handy. Alright, we wanted to make a torch. Let's go ahead and make one of those. And I like that you can click and there's, like, all the buttons are easily accessible, so I very much like that as well. I had to sneeze. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at our journal here. May as well do that in here while we get rested. We've made a couple new discoveries now. We can make a clay bottle with our clay. And we haven't yet found the copper ore obtained from a copper vein. Can be found in the coastal jungle caves. Aha, okay. Alright, so it looks like it is coming up on night time. Not sure if I can sleep or if this basically just gives me a respawn point. Head spinner, we need nails for this one. Alright, and ooh, let's go ahead and make ourselves some bandages. Alright, good. Let's see if we can find some of these caves. We don't have any sort of like chest or anything to store things in at this point, so we're stuck with what we've got on hand. Got there for almost 5 minutes. Oh, hello. That doesn't look... No bullets or gunpowder. That's not going to be very helpful. Oh, goodness. No block with an axe, apparently. Alright, let's go back and get this. And we're going to put that back in our armory slot there. Thankfully, it appears that we've kept most of our inventory. Let's go ahead and eat our food. There we go. Alright. Alright, let's go back and we'll get our items here, and hopefully we'll be able to take on this drowner here. There we go. Alright. Oh, dead again. Wow. These things are rough. All right, we're gonna avoid that. We go grab our items, and then we are going to actually here. We're gonna rest first. There we go. No, gotta come in here first. There we go. Alright, let me go grab our items, and then we are going to leave the drowner alone. Thankfully, it looks like the crabs respawn relatively quickly. But I'm half dead already. Alright. Now he's going to come after us anyway. Doesn't look like we can break contact. Oh, okay. No, he's coming after us. Alright, we're going to have to... Ooh, hang on. No, maybe we've broken lock. Okay, good. So nighttime is definitely dangerous. Oh, nails! Oh! Excellent. Alright, well, so that makes sense. Break up the shipwrecks, get some nails. Alright. There we go. We've got 6 nails now. We've actually got proper moon and sun movement, it looks like, so we can kind of tell what time of the day it is. How long until we get the sun back and the drowners go away. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll make one of these head spinners. We need a bunch of rough cloth. go. Alright. Go ahead and make all of that up there. And we'll add that to the queue. Perfect. $120. Alright. Go ahead and take all of those, and I'm going to move the head spinner to 100 power, 290 crude. Alright. 200 slash. Okay. Go ahead and equip that. Alright, let's go ahead and get our rested bonus again. Inventory's full, so we're going to have to figure out dropping something. So we're going munchinials? Chemical ingredient. Alright, I don't think we really need the feathers, so I'm going to go ahead and drop those. And we really don't. These, okay, alright. Let's go ahead. Alright. Ooh, we can attack with. And we can block as well. Excellent. Alright. Oh, coconut. I'm gonna get that so I can eat it. There we go, max HP. So we can find one of these caves. Oh, there's another drowner over there. This looks like a big drowner. Didn't do a whole lot. Ooh, that hurt. Alright, let's go ahead and use a bandage here. There we go. Ooh. Ouch. Wow. Wow. Alright, let's go get that stuff back, and then we're going to leave that alone. Wow. You can get really, really badly mauled really, really easily from these things. I'm going to eat this quickly. There we go. And add that to our... Alright. Let's eat one of those as well. And we don't have our coconut anymore, so... Alright, we're going to bypass that. Leave that alone. Drowner, we're going to leave him alone. Kind of do a little exploring here, actually. Ooh. Some sort of ruins. Something tells me there's probably a whole bunch of nasties in there. rough. Okay, there's not enough inventory space. Oh, hang on. Got bananas as well. Alright, let's drop something here. I'm gonna drop those. Okay, banana. Got 3 of them. Excellent. Alright. Coastal ruins. There's something over there. Almost like a chest, it looks like. Uh-oh. Oh. Alright. I'm less worried about those. Come on then, you. Alright. Perfect. Silver ingots. Ooh, quest item. Alright, let's see what we can drop. I'm gonna drop. Should have turned that into something. I'm gonna grab those. And I'm gonna drop the grease as well. There we go. Cayenne peppers. Nice. That's another drowner. We'll leave that alone. Misty orchid. Alright. Got a couple of different ruins over here. Another drowner. Several drowners. No caves yet, though. There's little shipwrecks all over the place. I was going to say, oh, something moving there, like, uh-oh. Lots of clay. Hopefully that'll be used for something more than just making jugs. And it looks like we've run all the way around the island. Okay. Oh, it's right in there. Alright. Oh, we've even got a marker for it. But open up my map. I could have seen that. Alright. These... It's a drowner. Hang on, cave. Alright, there we are. Something tells me probably going to be dangerous, and I'm out of inventory space, so let's drop the rods. Something tells me this is going to be dangerous. Maybe? Dead pirate. bandages. Oh, and we've got a minor healing potion. Well, alright, we'll drop that. We'll take the healing potion. Oh, there's a torn piece of map. A few numbers are visible in the corner. Might be coordinates. Alright. Let's go ahead and equip our torch here. There we go. Goodness. It's dark inside here. Poor copper rock. Okay, that's what we need right there. Break that. We've got the copper ore that we need. And get back out of here. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If this is something you guys want to see more of, go ahead and hit that like button down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Ta-ta.